pass rush. So on the back end, we've got to do a good job of covering them and not giving up the big plays, and hopefully keeping the ball in front of us and covering those guys on the underneath routes and being close enough to them that if they do catch a short route, that we're there and we can make a tackle and we get them to the ground. And for a team that throws as efficiently as they do and moves the ball as efficiently as they do, it's going to be hard to completely shut them down. They're going to get their cracks at it, and they're going to complete some passes and gain some yards. I think the important thing is to try to keep them out of the end zone, try to keep them from scoring touchdowns, and that's the most important thing is the scoring defense, and we can keep them out of the end zone and do a good job of running the ball, controlling the ball, and scoring some touchdowns ourselves. Then we'll give ourselves a chance.
Thank you.
Any other questions for those joining us via teleconference?
And good morning, Coach. Ken Fraser, Sons of American Legion Radio. Congratulations on Saturday night. Just following up on Charles's question about your comment about pressure on the quarterback. How do you feel the defensive line has been growing over the course of the season with Glover, Eugeni, and Joe Drummond?
I think the biggest help has been some of these young guys coming along, and the same three guys don't play the entire football game. They get tired and get knocked around. We often face teams that are much bigger than we are, and to have Voigt coming in and playing half the snaps or more with Drummond, and having Jordan Smith playing half or more than half the snaps with Mike, I think has been positive. And TJ Atamalala's played some at nose with Glove. Not quite as much. Glover's probably played more snaps than the other guys here the last couple of weeks. But I think that's been a positive for us to get some more bodies and to keep them fresh.
Okay, and then on the offensive line, obviously a big improvement, some consistency. But maybe you could talk a little bit about the play of your center, Matt Hugenberg. He's been a one player who's been there all year for you.
Matt's improving every week, and he had a good ball game on Saturday night. He having run the defense that they ran just allowed him to be able to get involved in some combo blocks with the guards, and Matt's a big guy, and he 300 pounds. He's at least able to hold his own with another 300-pounder and not get knocked back. We're a guy that weighs quite a bit less, and we got a bunch of those guys that play for us. It's sometimes hard to hold your ground there with those big guys, and he did a nice job. He's an extremely conscientious kid. Just wants to be a good player, wants to make an impact in our football program and help our team win. There's nobody takes more pride in his job than him, and he's gotten better, and that's been encouraging. So I hope he'll continue to improve.
Any other questions for those? Any other questions for those joining us via teleconference? Come back here to Nowak Auditorium. Rich in the back.
Hey, Coach. Rich DeMarco, Army Sports Network. If you could just talk about the progression of your slot backs, and in particular Joe Walker and his performance from Saturday night.
Well, Joe was in the I guess the fortunate position he was in the game when the ball kind of got tossed out there or thrown to the slots, and he'll tell you we were running a 4-man rotation. There was he and Turrentine, Maples, and Baggett, and it wasn't really a conscious effort to make sure Joe was the guy that received the toss or was there to catch the pass. He just happened to be in the game at the time, and Joe's a guy that played quite a bit early for us, has played more in special teams the last few weeks, but with having Giovanelli, Baggett, and Maples really taking the bulk of the reps, those three seniors, the other guys hadn't been getting as much time, and with Tony out and with the other guys a little dinged up, not as Terry wasn't full speed last week in practice, and we wanted to be fair to them, give them a chance to play as fast as they could, play as hard as they could, make it all the way through the game. We just felt like rotating those guys was going to be best for us, and Joe did a nice job. Joe's a good athlete. He's a young guy, just a sophomore, it was good to see him go in there and make some plays.
And Coach, on the defensive side of the ball, Scott Washle, 2 straight games because of injuries, played a lot. Just your thoughts on him and how he's progressed these past couple of games.
Well, the one thing Coach Corliss has said about him that I think has given him a real opportunity to play is that he pays attention to detail, spends a lot of time studying film, and is the first guy in the meeting room and immediately turns on the film and starts to watch it and comes in extra and just wants to be good and knows his position. And even though he didn't play a whole lot of football when Ken got hurt a week ago, he's able to step right in and play. And I thought he played a good ball game on Saturday night as well.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate everybody joining us on this moved up time. Army will play at Western Kentucky. It'll be the Black